Listen, hey, don't get mad at me. Indiana Fever, don't get mad at me. I came to the Fever with Caitlin. If Caitlin get snatched by the New York Liberty, I'm from New York, New York.
At last, we have a squad and players who genuinely know what they're looking at. Coach Sandy Brondello, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and the New York Liberty. When it enters their building, they perceive greatness. They're not hostile against it. They make no effort to downplay it. They honor it.
They made it clear that they want Caitlin Clark, or they're eventually going to want Caitlin Clark. Along those lines, they made it very, very clear. And that team is the New York Liberty. And today, we have just seen the New York Liberty players, after the game, meeting up with Caitlin Clark. It is Stewie. It is Sabrina Ionescu. There is Sandy Brondello. And by the way, Stewie is not leaving New York the rest of her career. That is one thing that I will be 99% sure of. That Stewie is not leaving. And
what do you know? The WNBA community has been rocked by the released video of Caitlin Clark meeting with the Liberty Stars following their game. And with good reason, this is a crew that understands. They're not too resentful to acknowledge that they're looking to the future of women's basketball.
Secret meetings going on, y'all. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, Caitlin Clark had a secret meeting, a little powwow, just a little powwow with the New York Liberty post-game. Listen, I'm not saying it's everything, but it damn sure ain't nothing. I think it's more like something. I think it's something, y'all. We better pay close attention to this. If I'm the Indiana Fever, you better tighten up. You better get your...
The Liberty players are out here doing something innovative and giving credit where credit is due, while every other club in the W appears intent on acting as though Caitlin Clark isn't carrying their entire league on her shoulders alone. With that range, Brianna Stewart referred to her as a knockdown shooter. She admitted that when you're the first choice, everyone will always be aware of your whereabouts on the court. Here's the worst part, though. I think we up here, it's respect, she remarked. She is an excellent player. Show respect. It appears that every other locker room in this league lacks that word.
I think there is a 50-50 chance Caitlin Clark leaves Indiana after her rookie season. No, after her rookie contract is up. Because I have a feeling that with all the restricted free agency and everything, I think they're going to try to get rid of all coring out of the CBA. I don't think coring is going to be a thing. in the CBA. And obviously, look, you're going to have to core players. And they're going to have to core Aaliyah a year earlier than Caitlin. And if they're scared Aaliyah's going to leave, and if they're like, oh, we want to core and trade Caitlin, then Aaliyah leaves for nothing. And Caitlin leaves for nothing. So it's a bit...
And Brianna Stewart isn't the only one. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu has always been classy. According to her, Clark's contributions to the game go much beyond simply getting up and participating. She admitted that even off the court, the Clark effect will be felt. This is a player acknowledging the influence of another on the sport they both enjoy.
You know, just trying to be that kind of soundboard for her and that voice, having gone through something kind of similar and, you know, knowing obviously it's really unfortunate that we don't have her, but, you know, she means a lot more to the game than just showing up and playing. And I think you're able to see that with just the excitement in Indy right now, regardless of if she's playing or not.
The other players in the league, meanwhile, are too preoccupied with jealousy to notice that Clark is turning the tide. The Liberty Stars are aware of this. They realize that having Clark in the league improves everyone and opens up additional opportunities, revenue, and fans.
But this is how it starts in sports. This is how it starts in the NFL. This is how it starts in the NBA. When you start seeing the wheels in motion, there's signs. There's signs before eventually a player gets traded. A player eventually marks their next destination. The Indiana Fever, you're on notice. You're on notice. You better recognize what you've got going on, the asset in front of you, and you do whatever you have to do to correct what is happening.
However, shall we discuss that meeting? Because that picture of Caitlin Clark in the tunnel following the Liberty beat the Fever, with her agent Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, and coach Sandy Brondello, shows more than just friendly banter between rivals. That's business. Do you also know what it stands for? It stands for a group that sees talent and isn't hesitant to display it. The Liberty are wise enough to notice the signs, while other clubs and players still disparage Clark, deny her credit, and pretend as though she had nothing to do with their increased salaries this season.
Coach, obviously Caitlin Clark out of the game, but she's expressed her desire to help you out. From the coaching perspective, have you gotten anything about maybe her traits as a coach?
Yeah, not yet. No, obviously unfortunate about Caitlin's not into this game, but she's going to still have a great impact on this team. I will give the coaching hat to her as much as she wants, to be quite honest. So, we're going to play around with it a little bit. It'll be fun to... I think you've seen it with the Fever. She's been very active on the sideline when she wasn't playing, so we'll utilise that as well.
Subscribe if you're enjoying it. The New York Liberty are candidates for a title. They are currently the reigning WNBA champions. At the moment, their defense and attack are the best in the league. They are designed to do more than just compete. They are made to win titles. Do you know what else they have? They are intelligent enough to know that Caitlin Clark would give them overwhelming power. Consider Clark as a member of that Liberty group. Picture Clark jogging beside Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart. Instead of attempting to slow Clark down, imagine her teammates genuinely understanding her basketball IQ.
Caitlin Clark might be on her way out. She let it be known. Y'all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves on national TV for Sandy Brondello. Y'all saw her trade Cheryl Reeves for the Liberty coach on national TV and flat out humiliate Cheryl Reeves. The New York Liberty have let it be known long ago that they want Caitlin Clark. Have you seen the New York Liberty playing dirty against Caitlin Clark? No. Have you seen them flagrant fouling and knocking her all over the place? No. They playing a long game. While the Fever and everybody else is playing checkers, the Liberty been playing chess this whole goddamn time.
And now for the lovely part. If Clark joined the Liberty, rival fans would go crazy because everyone knows in their hearts what that would imply. For the remainder of the league, it would mark the end of the game. The Liberty are the clear favorites to win the championship. Clark's addition to their squad makes them more than just a super team. That is dominance in basketball. Every team needs Clark, but most of them are too blind, too obstinate, or too envious to recognize it.
But the Liberty have shown her love. We've seen that as a bit of a theme. There was the moment between Stewie and Clark when Clark came back from injury the first time. And then there were some nice words. I missed the moment myself of them posted up there for a second. But there were some nice words from Liberty coach Sandy Brondello that I did capture. And I thought they were...
Is it possible? Why not? Caitlin Clark is free to play for anybody she wants and do anything she wants. She has merited that privilege. In women's basketball, she is the biggest celebrity, the cause of the sharp increase in ticket costs. Arenas sell out because of this at the cause of the decline in TV ratings. She doesn't have to answer to a franchise that doesn't value their possessions. There are teams out there who would treat her like the superstar she is, if that encounter with the Liberty is any guide. Let's discuss the disparity in the interim. On one side, Caitlin Clark is being praised by the New York Liberty players and coaches who appreciate her and acknowledge her greatness. The rest of the league, on the other hand, is behaving like a group of envious elementary school kids. She was voted 9th by the players among the guards for the All-Star game. Instead of creating game plans, coaches are generating excuses. Referees ignore her when she requests clarification during calls. It is utterly pitiful.
The moment with Caitlin in the second quarter, how did you look back on that moment? Did you get a lot of texts from friends or DMs?
No.
How do you react to that? Yeah.
I mean, I think in the moment, it was shot clock was going down, right? I know she wants to go left to shoot the three, so trying to be as close as I can, but she was deep out there, and once she made it, she was just kind of laughing, and I was laughing. It was a great shot. It was a tough shot, and it's one of those ones where you're and you go to the other end, and I'm happy. I'm seeing a lot of great sportsmanship. about that.
It was exactly what Rich Eisen said. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, players, coaches, and even referees are jealous. Dick Vitale described it as utterly jealous. Coach K claimed that during her career, she has had to cope with jealousy and criticism. These aren't justifications from Clark enthusiasts. These are reputable basketball voices, pointing out what everyone can see for themselves. Do you want to know what is the most annoying aspect? Clark is out here making them all wealthy, while the players are disparaging her. Attendance at the WNBA has increased by 156%. There is a 94% capacity for games. The average number of viewers is 1.32 million. Better amenities, higher pay, and charter flights. All of Caitlin Clark drew attention to the league, which is why that happened. The Liberty have the front office, coaching, skill, and, above all, the mentality to make the most of Clark's contributions. They wouldn't try to alter her strategy or waste her time with minute constraints. Around her, they would erect.
Dick Vitale has spoke. This is how you feel about the WNBA players voting Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard in the league. Absolutely pure jealousy that the WNBA players voted Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard. Someday, they will realize what she has done for all the players in the WNBA. Charted planes, increasing salary, sold out crowd, improved.
Indiana ought to be listening. The Fever should start acting like the fortunate team that they are to have Caitlin Clark. They must demonstrate that she is the team's first priority and not simply another athlete. She must be granted the minutes she is entitled to. Clark acknowledged that she dislikes small limitations. She spent 35.4 minutes on average. Each game as a rookie, and that shouldn't alter for any reason. Instead of creating a championship culture around the most transformative player in women's basketball history, the Indiana Fever have spent the last 2 seasons attempting to understand how to best utilize her. That went beyond simple banter following a game. There is business being talked when a player's agent participates in tunnel talks with rival coaches and elite players. That is how the Liberty expresses their appreciation for Clark. They would embrace her with open arms and respect her game.
What's crazy is that her team lost the damn game, but Caitlin is all smiles. She's all smiles. She's all smiles. So many people is insinuating. They're insinuating that Caitlin Clark can be trying to get the hell out of Indy. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Your boy John Liquidator I definitely want her to get out of Indy, bro. And it's this photo right here that is really heating up.
Picture Clark wearing a uniform from Liberty. Imagine her and Breanna Stewart playing pick and roll. Imagine her and Sabrina Ionescu playing backcourt together, driving the tempo and making shots from all over the court. Instead of attempting to slow down Clark's game, imagine a coach like Sandy Brondello, who truly knows how to maximize exceptional potential by creating plays for her. That team is more than just a champion. That is the makings of a dynasty. The Liberty's first half record this season was 15-6. Even when excellence is displayed by the other team, the Liberty players are old enough to realize it. Breanna Stewart literally burst out laughing after Clark made the three-pointer over her because she was aware that she had just seen something unique. That's the response of a champion who doesn't feel intimidated by the accomplishments of others. That is the response of a person who recognizes that excellent players improve one another.
You guys keep talking about Mrs. Me Too wanting to go to the New York Liberty. Oh, she's going to be the perfect fit. Oh, the coach loves her. Oh, the Stewie and the team loves her. This is what happens, and this is somebody who appreciates real basketball. This is what happens when Caitlin Clark is fucking dropping firebombs on you. Bow, 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 back to back to back. You fucking applaud her and you smile because you love it. This right here. Yes. She appreciates someone like this. Now, imagine if these two were teammates. Thing 1, thing 2. They're winning 4 straight.
This contrasts with the rest of the league, where players behave as though Clark is depriving them of something. The bad news is that she isn't. She's making things better for everyone. Every WNBA record viewership, every sold-out arena, and every sponsorship agreement are made possible by Caitlin Clark's contributions. General interest in women's basketball. However, the majority of players appear resolved to dislike that rather than accept it. Everything you need to know about the gap in this league can be found in the fact that fans voted Clark first, but players ranked her 9th among guards for All-Star selection. Her contributions are seen by the fans. Her contributions are seen by the Liberty players. However, most of the league is too preoccupied with their emotions to recognize the best development in their sports history. What do you know? Their approval is not required for Caitlin Clark. Her agent is there, but why?
Why is her agent there? That is the key. All right, that's the key. Her agent's involved? Some representative is involved? That's what you... they're talking strategy. How many strategy conversations have agents involved in them? Seriously.
She has already demonstrated that she is the biggest female basketball star. She has already demonstrated that she is capable of carrying a league. She has already shown that, whether they like to acknowledge it or not, she improves everyone in her vicinity. The only question at this point is whether she will find a team that already recognizes her value, or whether she will remain faithful to a franchise that is still working out how to employ her. The New York Liberty are aware of her value. From the beginning, they have treated her with the utmost respect. They realize that she is the player, not simply a fantastic one. Additionally, rival fans should prepare to despise it if their encounter in the tunnel develops into something more, as Clark with the there would be no stopping Liberty. And everyone knows it in their hearts. That exemplifies the Caitlin Clark effect, elevating those who are intelligent enough to accept it and displacing those who are too obstinate to change. The Liberty understands. That being said, does everyone?